Hello, so you've had my top 10 favourite films of 2012. Today you are getting my top 10 worst film of 2012. I did see a lot of great films this year, but I did also see a lot of shitty films. So in at number 10 is Cosmopolis, or Cosmopolis, however you want to say it, with Robert Pattinson, directed by David Cronenberg, one of my favourite directors. Now, in my review, when I reviewed this before, I gave it a 6 out of 10. When I think about it now, and I think about it for a very long time, I'd probably give it a 4 out of 10 now, because this is a film that, even after all this time, it still annoys me about how it was, because I enjoyed the book. I thought the book was great, like I did say in my review, and the film adaptation was just horribly done. When I read the book, I could imagine everything in my head, but the film just didn't do those things. It just messed it up completely. It was a complete mess. There was some things that were just all over the place. The acting was horrible, especially Robert Pattinson when he just talks like this. And, I want to go for a haircut. I want to go and get a haircut today. Let's go and get a haircut. Oh, you're my wife. What are you doing in this taxi? Why didn't you get into my limo? That is how Robert Pattinson spoke. How horrible and just dull the acting was, and how much of a dull film it was, and the ending was just not done properly, how it was in the book. And the girls in front of me, I still agree with them in the cinema. That film was pointless. In at number 9 is Piranha 3DD. I saw this in cinemas on the day of release. This is a film I was excited for because I have a massive love for the first film, because it was very self-aware and a lot of fun. And then we got the second one, and when I first did my review of this, some people took it too seriously. Even the director posted the review on Facebook. I gave it a 10 out of 10. No, that's not what you give Piranha 3DD. I was bad and trolled a little bit and said that I thought it was amazing, incredible, when in matter of fact it's really bad. And I do own the DVD because my work got it on sale, and I bought it for like £4. Yeah, what was this? I bought it because I want to see. I just want to watch it again and see what was so bad about it. Really, like, I saw it in cinemas, and the 3D was bad. Christopher Lloyd was crazy, and David Hasselhoff being bad as David Hasselhoff. How do you do that? How can you be your own self but be terrible? And it looks like we're going to get a number 3 because of the end of this film. Hopefully that will be better, and hopefully we get a fun film like the first. This is just a film about boobs and boobs and boobs, and then a little bit of gore. That's all it was. Boobs. In at number 8 is Total Recall. Now, I'm a big fan of the original. I love Arnold Schwarzenegger, he is the best, and Total Recall is just the best, with some of the most hilarious quotes ever. And then we had this remake. I'm just going to stand on my bed for a second and just do something from the film. Every time you jump from a building, there's going to be slow motion. That's horrible. Every time someone jumped from a building, there was just slow motion. Then I went and saw 7 Psychopaths the other day, and Colin Farrell was in that, and I was watching it, and I was like, is this really the same guy that was in Total Recall? I knew it was, so I'm just saying that, because 7 Psychopaths is brilliant. In Total Recall, if I'm not me, then who am I? That's how he spoke. Didn't speak like, if I'm not me, then who am I? That did not sound like Arnie. I'm not alright doing Arnie impressions, but that was no good. That's horrible. That's all I have to say about Total Recall remake. It was slow motion, horrible. Horrible acting, and horrible. In at number 7 we have an animation. No, it's not SH4, like a lot of people have done. It's Top Cat the movie. I think my cinema experience was ruined more than this because of a kid that kept kicking the back of my chair. But this film still angers me to today. I saw the DVD in a shop the other day. I shook the case because it annoyed me, and I picked it up and saw it, and I was with my friend, and I was like, this film. This was horrible. The voice acting was horrible. We had another guy that was trying to be Top Cat, and it still sounded like Top Cat. But this was not the show that I remember loving and thinking it was brilliant. This was horrible. We had 3D backgrounds with 2D characters and a horrible villain and a prison rape joke at one point in a kids film. That's not cool. Top Cat the movie Worst animation in a very long time, in many years, Hanna-Barbera. Try and make your animations good, because all your ones so far have been completely and utterly shit. In at number 6 we have Resident Evil Retribution. I went and saw this at the IMAX. I paid £12 to see this, and it looked good in IMAX, and all the 3D looked fun and everything, but this is the first film I saw at IMAX. That was a bad decision, because this film was bad. It played like a computer game. We had all different stages with boss levels, and Michelle Rodriguez coming back, even though she died in the first film, and then they tried to explain why she came back, and then they tried to make everything simple. This film was too simple. If you're in a room and there's enemies after you, then all of a sudden guns come out the wall and your whole body armour comes out the wall, then that's too simple, your film. In this film you didn't worry who died, you didn't worry what happened to the characters, you didn't worry about anyone, because Paul W. S. Anderson is shit at doing films. You can see that he knows how to get his shots right, he knows what to do with his shots, but he can't hell write a script. I'm not the greatest writing scripts, but he can't hell write a script. That's horrible. It's a horrible script. In at number 5 is Paranormal Activity 4. The UK adverts of this just pissed me off, because in the UK adverts we had all the, you know, the film, the audience. I went to the advanced screening of this, and I was one of the people in the audience. I think you can see me at one point asleep. The people that sat at the front of this were the people from Only Made in Essex. It's a horrible, horrible show, and you had them at points in the trailer just going, no. This film was not scary. It was just full of shitty jump scares and things that didn't even work, and there was jump scares that were pointless, and this film was just a horrible, horrible, horrible sequel. When they had number 3 that was good, then you got to number 4 and it was just terrible. And number 5, October next year, maybe they can make it better again, but I doubt it. This was the worst. And at number 4 we have Storage 24. You lucky people in America get it in January. The first film you get, I think, or yeah, the first film you get in January is Storage 24, a horrible British film that tries to be Alien and is just horrible with terrible acting. You can go and watch my angry review, because I was so angered by this film. It was just shit, and I even thought about walking out about half an hour in the film because it was horrible. I thought maybe it would get better, but the only good thing was the alien effects in it, and the rest of the film is shit. And if you're excited to see it in January in America, then just get rid of your excitement now. In at number 3 we have Chernobyl Diaries, another film that completely annoyed me because it's had all the cliches of horror, and the scariest part is when a bear runs through the room. Yeah, it's not the scariest part, but people in the cinema jumped because a bear ran through the room. A bear makes an appearance in this film, a bloody bear in a thing, and it's stupid, and the ending was fucking stupid, and Sloth from the Goonies is the killer. Not actually, but it looked like him. Chernobyl Diaries is a cliche horror with cliche characters that are just cliche and bullshit, and just annoying, shitty characters. You didn't care if they died. You didn't care if anyone died in this film, and this was horrible. It looked like found footage at points, but it wasn't meant to be found footage. It was just meant to be a normal film, but it was done in the West style found footage, but it was terrible. In at number 2, Project X. I did not see this in cinemas. I bought it on DVD and then watched it, and my girlfriend and I were just like, oh, what are we watching? Is this just a massive music video? Is this like the longest music video? And then they promote like ecstasy and drugs, and you don't have any like message at the end. You don't have people saying, oh, drugs are bad or anything. You just have this dad saying, oh, how many people came to the party then? About 500. Oh, that's pretty cool, son. Yeah, that's pretty cool. No message, just a shitty found footage film that just felt like a 2-hour-long music video that was horrible. At number 1, a film that has angered me the most this year, The Devil Inside. Why did they let the director of Stay Alive direct a film again, and then let it get put in cinemas? This film has that end that is like, fuck you audience, you just paid a load. Now we put a link at the end of the film which doesn't even go and answer anything. You just go on that link and it's another link for a website promoting the film. That is a piss take. If your film cannot end properly and you have to put a website at the end of your film, then your film is fucking shit. That's how much this film still angers me. This film is horrible. There were some parts where people were just doing stupid things and nothing was explained, and just the ending fucking stupid. And this film could have been good, it could have worked if it wasn't for that horrible ending and some stupid parts. And fuck this film, and it's apparently going to be getting a sequel because it made like over $1 million. Fucking over $1 million. You gave that fucking shitty director over $1 million. I sworn too much in this part, but The Devil Inside is bullshit. So that is my top 10 worst films of 2012. In the comments down below, tell me what your top 10 worst films were of 2012. I'd like to see if any of you agree with these films, or if you saw anything else that was truly horrible and shit. So thank you very much, and I shall see you all later, or next year, when you should probably be getting a review of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D. That should probably be my first film of the year on the 4th of January, or something a bit after that. So keep a lookout for that. Thank you very much, and goodbye.